Hello, good afternoon. We'll give 1 minute, 1 minute per hour. Meantime, I will share the screen. ठीक है सब आप पैक करें. ओके आज हमें मोटिवेशन ऊपर विषय डिस्कशन करिया. हमें लास्ट क्लास रे डिस्कस करथिले डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मोटिवेशन एंड थ्योरीज. मोटिवेशन थ्योरी वन रीड के एटा एटा हमें डिस्कस करथिले. एटा मास्टर थ्योरी हायरार्किकल नीड्स, how human needs is increasing from bottom to top. First physical need कण एमन दरकार मनुष्य बंचा पे तार खाद्य is water, air and water, food, all these things are physical need. That is the basic need. Then once you have everything, you will go to second level of requirement. If the second level you have everything, then you go to third level. Third level means your society, your love and affection needs. You will fulfill that need. And then once the third level is accomplished, then you will go to the next level. Next level is to stay in happily, to have some luxury item, to maintain a luxurious life. That is the esteem needs. Then you will go to the final level, self-actualization. So you will go through five different levels, five different needs. These are given by Maslow. This person is an American psychologist. We'll read some other theory. They are also psychologists and given the different motivation approach, motivation principles, how employees are motivated. କେମିତି ଲୋକମାନେ motivate ହୁଅନ୍ତି. ତାଙ୍କର requirement को हासिल କରିବା ପାଇଁ motivate ହୁଅନ୍ତି. କିଛି employee self motivate ହୁଅନ୍ତି. କିଛି employee କିଛି ଲୋକଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖିକି companyର environment salary ସବୁ ଦେଖିକି ତମେ କାହିଁକି motivate ହେଇଛ? ତମର ଏକ୍ଜାମ ପାସ୍ କରିବାର ଅଛି, ତମେ ପଢିବାର ଅଛି, ତେଣୁ ମୋଟିଭେଟ ହେଇଛ. ଏମିତି ଯଦି ତମର କେବେ ଗୋଟେ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ସେମିଷ୍ଟାର ଫର୍ମ ଫିଲଅପ ଅଛି କିମ୍ବା ତମର ତୁମେ କଲେଜକୁ ଯାଉଛ, why you are motivated? Because you have to complete certain task. So for that task you are motivated. Similarly, the main reason behind the motivation is to give to meet the requirement to achieve the goal. So that's why people are motivated in different levels. Then the same Maslow theory is divided into ERG: extension, relatedness, and growth. So instead of five in the ERG diagram, we have three needs. So it is little bit simplified from the earlier version. Then we'll go through the Hallsberg motivational hygiene theory. Hallsberg is one American scientist again. His name is F. Hallberg, full name. And he has done a lot of research in his book on motivation. Through these interviews, he has interviewed so many employees, and he talked to hundreds of employees and came to a conclusion what exactly motivating employees. କଣ କଲେ କମ୍ପାନୀର motivation level ବଢିବ? Through this interview, he realized that there are two mutual exclusive factors that influences employee satisfaction or dissatisfaction. Hence, this theory is often called as two-factor or 12-factor theory. He named the factors. So he has identified two factors. One is hygiene, one is motivation. And this particular theory is known as dual-factor theory. Means there are two factors he identified: hygiene and motivation. Hygiene is called as like satisfied. When an employee will be satisfied, then you have to maintain that hygiene. Hygiene doesn't mean that the environment, the food, the drink, it also the entire office. Cleanliness in documentation, cleanliness in policies, in rules and regulation, everything. Hygiene is a bigger term. You don't think that hygiene means only the hygiene in the food material wherever the people are working. Hygiene means everything. So if you don't maintain, the people will be dissatisfied. The employee will be dissatisfied. So you have to always maintain the hygiene. That is the main factor. Hygiene encompasses the basic things like working condition, compensation, supervision, and company policy. So you have to maintain all these things. Their environment, their condition, policies, everything you have to maintain. So that is known as hygiene. So you have to continuously work on all this environment, policies, so that employee will be satisfied. Other factor is motivation. To increase the motivation, you have to do a lot of things. You have to think about their benefits, their perquisites, their perks, their training. Suppose ଜଣେ ଲୋକ କାମ କରୁଛି, ଖାଲି କାମ କରିକି ଯାଉଛି. But end of the day, he's not learning new things, new techniques. So that person will be not motivated. If you are asking someone person to work, then you are giving training, giving new things, you are sharing new techniques to the same person. That person will be motivated and more satisfied. Only if you maintain hygiene, they will be not motivated. Motivation uh, actually drives from the benefits, the security, the skills. So you have to work on those things. So suppose you are not giving a proper salary to that person. If a person is working for 100 rupees, you are giving only 75 rupees or 50 rupees. So that person will not be motivated. So you have to work on the salary. You have to give proper benefits to the people who are working. So only if mention that is not enough. You have to work on towards different motivator to motivate the employee. What are those motivators? To giving benefits, salary, recognition. Suppose someone is doing good, so you have to tell him good. You have to appreciate that person. You have to tell in front of everyone so that that person will be doing better than the last time. If you don't appreciate, don't say something, then that person will be demotivated. ଏତେ ଭଲ କାମ କରିକି ମତେ କିଛି appreciation ମିଳୁନି କଣ ଲାଭ ଏଥିରେ ମୁଁ next time ଆଉ ଭଲ କାମ କରିବି. If you appreciate, then that person is will be happy. So you have to continuously work towards different motivator. Similarly, you need to see the different opportunity. If a person is very good in one task, so you need to you are thinking that that person can be another task two. Task one is anyway very good, so you have to employ him in that task two in the different time. And if you find that person is very good, then you can employ him tax 3, tax 4, like that. So you are giving different opportunity to the person who are working good. So there are two factors primarily, hygiene and motivator. That is the reason it is called as dual factor and two factor theory, also known as hygiene theory. Hallberg given this theory based on these two factors, hygiene and motivator. Another theory is XY theory. Theory X works on the idea of punishing people to keep the work going, while under theory Y promotion, rewards and recognition plays an important part. This keeps employees motivated to work hard towards achieving the goals of the organization. So this also talk about motivation. These are motivation theory, theory X and theory Y. So what theory X says, what theory Y says. Look at the diagram. Theory X says something related to uh, bossism. Suppose you are asking someone to work, you command, you give punishment. If someone is not working properly, you give proper punishment. You ତାଙ୍କୁ ସବୁବେଳେ ତମେ ଗାଳି କରୁଛ. That is theory X. And you think, theory X think that if you do the punishment, ତମେ ଗାଳି କଲେ ଭଲ କାମ କରିବେ, ଲୋକମାନଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ରାଗିଲେ ଭଲ କାମ କରିବେ. That is the principle of theory X. Theory X was the idea of punishing people to keep the work going. ଜଣେ ଟିଚର ଥାନ୍ତି, ତମେ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ଦେଖିଛ, ସବୁବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ ବାଡି ଧରିଥିବେ, ବେତ ଧରିଥିବେ, ବାଡଉଥିବେ. ଆଉ କିଛି ଜଣ ଟିଚର ଥାନ୍ତି, କେବେ ବି ସେମାନେ ବାଡେଇବେନି ପିଲାଙ୍କୁ. So it depends on their individual approach. So that is the difference between theory X and theory Y. Theory X always says if you scold the people, ତମେ ଯଦି ଗାଳି ଦବ, କାମ କରେଇବ, then people will work. If you give proper punishment, then people will work. What is theory Y? Theory Y says you have to work with the people on their different motivator. We just discussed about the last thing, different motivator, where you have to work with their compensation, their reward, their skills, their recognition. So you have to work. So I was telling that teacher, जे जमा पढ़ी जमा पिला they appreciate the person, they appreciate the student, they understand why how the student will be happy and they teach well. Similarly, you have to work with their promotion, rewards, and recognition. These are playing very important role in the motivation. So that is the main difference between theory X and theory Y. Theory X says you have to continuously punish the people. Theory Y says you have to work with the different motivator to motivate the people. So these are different motivation theory. We have some more awkward need theory. Awkward need theory, we understood what is that first one. Maslow hierarchy theory. His research team developed a theory to explain how different people were motivated, known as McClendon need theory. This is a need theory. He proposed that an individual's needs are a result of experience acquired through life. So, ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କହୁଥିଲି ତମର goals, ତମର target, ତମର କିଛି ଗୋଟେ achieve କରିବାର ଅଛି, then you will be motivated for that. ତମର degree ଆଣିବାର ଅଛି, ତମର ପଢିବାର ଅଛି, ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ pass କରିବାର ଅଛି, so you are motivated. So you have a need in front of you. So for that you are working. ତମେ କାହିଁକି ପଢୁଛ, କାହିଁକି ରାତିରେ ପଢୁଛ, କାହିଁକି କାଲି exam ଅଛି. You don't have a need, so you are not working. So in case of if you don't have anything, so you will not put that effort. So you are working towards a need. Need for appreciation, need for achievement, need for power. So needs are again different types. So if you have a need, then you will work. It states that there are three types of needs that are people have to varying degrees and people are not fully defined by being only one of the category. So everyone has different needs for different reason, different work. There is another theory from expectancy theory. Expectancy theory is what? This is a belief. Expectancy is the belief that increased effort will lead to increase the performance, that is work harder. So that means when if I work harder, then there will be better. Suppose ତମେ ଆଜି ବେଶୀ ପରିଶ୍ରମ କର, ତମେ ବହୁତ କ୍ଲାସରେ fourth five ହଉଛ, ତମକୁ ମୋଟିଭେଟ କରାଗଲା ତମେ ଯଦି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ପରିଶ୍ରମ କରିବ ତମେ ଯେତେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ହେଇପାରିବ. That is expect. ତୁମର ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟ ହେଲା ଯେ ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଅଧିକ ପରିଶ୍ରମ କରିବି, ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଜୋରରେ ଦୌଡ଼ିଥାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଶୀଘ୍ର ପହଞ୍ଚିଥାନ୍ତି, ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଜୋରରେ ବାଇକ୍ ଚଲାଇଥାନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଶୀଘ୍ର ପହଞ୍ଚି. So you have a expectation and keeping that expectation, you have different motive. That will increase your motivation. Instrumentality is a belief that you will perform well, that valued outcome will be received. Balance is the importance that the individual places upon the expected outcome. These are different motivation theories. Another theory is equity theory. Equity theory employs motivation, also known as equity theory of motivation. This theory is known as equity theory, where they believe the receiving a fair reward for the work. Suppose ତମେ ଭଲ କାମ କଲ ତମର କଣ ତମକୁ ରିୱାର୍ଡ ମିଳିବ ରେକଗ୍ନିସନ ମିଳିବ ୟୁ ନୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ତମେ ଯଦି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଦୌଡ଼ିଥାନ୍ତ ତମକୁ ପ୍ରାଇଜ ମିଳିବ କଲେଜ ଫଙ୍କସନରେ ତମକୁ ରେକଗ୍ନିସନ ମିଳିବ ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପାଲ ତମକୁ ପ୍ରାଇଜ ଦେବେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟସ ତମକୁ ପ୍ରାଇଜ ଦେବେ so that type of recognition will motivate you. There are three components of equity theory: input, output, and comparison. That means all these three components are there: input, output, and comparison. So what are these three components? Input refers to the resources that employees bring to the job, such as their education, experience, and skills. Output refers to the resources that employees receive from the job, such as salaries, benefits, and recognition. Comparison refers to the process of comparing one's own input and output to those of others. ବୁଝିପାରିଲ ଏଟା ଇନପୁଟ ମାନେ ତମେ ନିଜର ଯାହା ତମର ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଅଛି ତମର ଏଜୁକେସନ ଅଛି ଆଉଟପୁଟ ମାନେ ତମ କମ୍ପାନୀରୁ ତମେ କଣ ପାଉଛ ସାଲାରୀ what you receive from the company ତମର ରେକଗ୍ନିସନ ତମର ବେନିଫିଟ ତମର throughout comparison ମାନେ ତମେ compare କରୁଛ there are three components of equity you compare yourself all the input output ତମେ କେତେ skill ରେ କେତେ ଦରମା ପାଉଛ କଣ ପାଉଛ you are comparing the same thing with the others in a different company. So there are mainly three output, three principles: output, input, and comparison. Three components of the equity theory. So these are the motivation theory, how people will be motivated on the job, on their work. So there are different factors, different principles. So we went through the maximum factors. And the main driving factor is the target, the goal. So you are working towards your job, your project, because you have one target, one goal. So that is the main factor driving you. We'll go through this once again, all these factors, and then we'll go to some new concept. We'll revise this in the next class, all these theories, motivation theories. Then we'll proceed with other before we do the proper revision of all motivation theory. This hierarchical need theory, XY theory, hygiene theory, all these things will go through once again. Thank you.